welcome back to my channel. My name is Mo, if you didn't already know. If you are new, just go ahead and stop what you're doing, boo, and hit that subscribe button, okay? And then there's a notification bell right next to it. That way you don't miss out on any uploads of mine. Now, as you can tell by the title, today I am going to be showing you guys how I tone my 613 hair into this really pretty ash blonde color, and how I also cut this really cute bob. Now, I am going to be using some hair from a company called Celie or Celie hair, and it is going to be their 12-inch 613 straight hair. And you guys, the hair was freaking so thick and pretty. Like, I was so surprised. I've never heard of the company, so you know, I was a little bit nervous. I've actually purchased some 613 hair from AliExpress once before, and I do not remember the company, but it was just like horrible. It was super thin and just, you know, not really good. So I was kind of nervous to see how their hair would turn out, and you guys, it was actually bomb, as you guys will be able to tell in the next clip. I'm really impressed, and y'all, this hair is cute, okay? Now, you guys, not gonna lie, because I know I'm over here acting like I'm the shit right now, but I was really scared to try this color, this style, everything about this hair. I was just nervous before I even did it. So I've never had 613 hair ever installed into my head. I've never even had any hair this light, I believe, in my head at all. So I knew that I wanted to tone that yellow 613 hair because I'm just not that girl, you know. Some of y'all be rocking it and it be cute as hell, but not for me, okay? So I needed to tone it, and I know I definitely wanted to do some roots because the solid colors, it's not an everyday thing for me. And I wanted this to be kind of like an everyday wig for me. And I feel like I got it, you know, kind of where I wanted it. Now, this look is inspired by Revlon. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with her here on YouTube, but I actually watched her video and I was so inspired because I needed something that was going to fit my skin tone. Now, she used a little bit of different mix than I did, but it's very similar, so I do have to give her credit because this turned out really, really cute. So if you guys are wanting to see how I achieved this really cute ash blonde bob, then make sure you keep on watching. Okay guys, so what I'm using is a dark ash blonde and a light blonde from Revlon, and you can buy it from Walmart. I believe it's about $2.88, $3, whatever it is, but really, really cheap. So all I did was mix all three of the colors together, and that is how I got to my ash blonde color. So you guys, I kind of just did what I wanted to do. I didn't like the way the applicator brush was applying onto the hair. It just took forever and it was like super messy and weird. So I just stuck my hands into the bowl and applied the dye all over the head. Like, I literally used all three of the boxes. I could have probably gotten away with two, but I wanted to make sure that the dye was literally everywhere on the head. So I did kind of leave a little bit of space on the frontal part just for the dark dye to apply, but I got it as close to the frontal as I could. Just make sure whenever you are applying the dye that you do not directly put it onto the lace because it will dye. I didn't go back personally to bleach the knots, so I wanted to make this as clean as possible because that just takes some extra time. So you guys make sure that you don't get it that close, but definitely make sure that you're covering the blonde so it doesn't look super crazy. I am letting this sit and process for about 45 minutes, and then I'm still gonna go ahead and add the darker brown onto it while this is processing. That way I feel like personally it'll blend a little bit better than just applying it after the fact, but you guys will see in the next clip. Now I'm going to go in with my medium rich brown by Revlon to go ahead and darken the roots. You guys, I was kind of iffy on what color to use because I wasn't really sure. I'm not familiar with Revlon, so I kind of just looked at the side of the box. It did have like a really cute picture on if it was really light, how much the color would take, if it was really dark, and how much it would look. So just make sure that you guys, if you don't want to do this color personally, then make sure that you're looking at the side of the box when you do go and purchase. You guys, this may look a little bit ghetto, but I am going to be using my toothbrush to apply the dye onto the frontal. So I felt like using an applicator brush just was very, very messy. With the toothbrush, I felt like I can kind of control, you know, where it's being placed. You can get the baby hairs and all that stuff like that. So I definitely recommend a toothbrush or like an eyelash brush. You guys get what I'm saying. But this definitely turned out really, really cute. I didn't want to do too much of the roots. I just kind of wanted it to blend in with the blonde. So I didn't go too deep, you know, down. Now, as I stated before, I am applying the medium brown onto the ash blonde. I just felt like it was going to blend a lot better, but you can definitely dry the ash blonde after it's been processed for 45 minutes and then go in with the darker brown. Now, I believe the darker brown was on there for maybe 10 to 15 minutes, so I didn't even let it process for the full 45. And as you guys can tell, this is how it turned out. I did have like a few spots that I wasn't really happy about, but you couldn't really tell because I was cutting it into a bob. But for next time, I do know some tricks that I will definitely switch up. But it turned out really cute to me, very different and new, so I hope you guys like it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get into this cut. You guys, I am not a professional, as you guys will be able to tell, but I am definitely cutting good enough to get the bob to look like a bob, okay? So all I'm doing is just bringing the hair down and basically starting off my shape. You don't want it to be like too blunt. So as you guys will be able to tell, I'm gonna grab the hair and kind of chop it up a little bit so it's not like very, very straight. Now, as you guys can tell, I'm going to go ahead and section the hair off because the hair was very, very thick, so I didn't want it to like look very choppy. So all I'm doing is just angling the hair to be shorter in the back, a little bit shorter on one side and like super long on the other, as you guys will be able to tell. Now, again, I'm not a professional, so this isn't perfect, but once you bump the hair, you won't be able to see the imperfections, okay? Now, y'all will actually see me do this little trick throughout the video. It kind of takes the bulkiness and the thickness from the bottom. So if you guys want to try this trick, you can. Just be a little bit careful. Don't like overdo it because it's gonna look really, really bad. So definitely baby steps. Don't take it too far. I am actually showing you guys exactly how I cut this hair from start to finish. So if you don't want to see all this boring mess and you know how to do it already, you can definitely skip to the end. But this is for people that do not know how to cut their hair at all and they want to do it at home. Now let me know in the comments if you guys would have rather me cut all of this out and just did like a smaller clip, because I was trying so hard not to make this video like super long, but I know some people would have been like, okay honey, where's the cut? Oh, y'all see that angle, boo? Look at the angle. See, I'm not a professional, but I can definitely get it done. Y'all see it though. I literally feel like doing this side was probably the most fun part of this entire install. I just like the way it looks. I just how it felt when I was cutting it, y'all. Don't give me too much. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this little long process go on about its business, and I will see you guys closer to the end. Now, honey, look at this freaking install. Y'all can't tell me I ain't do this. I really did this. And y'all, this was my first time and I was so scared. But it turned out so freaking cute. So, if you guys love seeing videos like this, then make sure you go ahead and hit that like button. Comment and let me know if this was cute to you. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Love you guys.